Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fancy Sip Review. Today on the Fancy Sip Review, I'm going to be trying a kombucha beverage made by Health-ade out of Torrance, California. The flavor that I'm going to be reviewing today is going to be the Pink Lady Apple flavor. And on the Fancy Sip Review, I have reviewed a few different kombucha drinks, although they've all been made by GT's Living Foods, including their alive mushroom, ancient mushroom elixirs. I thought that I would give Health-ade a review. Now, when I've reviewed a lot of the GT's Living Food kombuchas, I always went back to saying that what drinks that I liked most of the kombuchas are usually the Health-ade ones. Although the GT's Living Foods is probably the higher quality and more sweet tasting kombuchas, what Health-ade does is they make it a bit more acidic tasting. And when it comes to reviewing these drinks and honestly just drinking them, I do think that their lemon ginger and their cayenne cleanse are probably my favorite of the kombuchas. Now, the sweet flavors are very acidic because Health-ade is just acidic, but today I'm going to be reviewing their Pink Lady Apple flavor. So this is going to be more of a apple cidery kombucha, not as much of a ginger, spicy drink. But let's see what differentiates this from the GT's Living Foods, and let's read their infographics. Say hello to more feel-good gut days. Every bottle of Health-ade kombucha combines thirst-quenching organic juice with living probiotics of fermented tea for a deliciously bubbly gut-healthy beverage. Your sips away from a healthier gut and a happier you. Now, the infographic shows you're getting your daily probiotic. It's a gut-healthy acids, natural antioxidants, and it's made with real fruit juice. There's no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or colors. This is the Pink Lady Apple flavor, so it's going to be a cider tasting drink. It says USDA organic, non-GMO, it's vegan, it's gluten-free. There's 14 grams of added organic cane sugar. The ingredients in this drink are it's 9% juice. There's organic kombucha, organic or apple juice concentrate, apple essence, I don't know what that is, live active cultures. Organic kombucha is made up of filtered water, acids from fermentation, acetic, lactic, gluconic, tartaric, cane sugar, apple juice, black tea, green tea, raisin juice concentrate, kombucha cultures, carbonation, and it's certified organic. The nutrition facts in this drink are one bottle is 80 calories. There's no sodium. There's no fat, obviously. There's 19 grams of carbohydrates, 7% of your daily amount. 19 grams of sugar with an included 14 grams of sugar, making 28% of your daily amount. So let's show off this bottle. The drinks are a lot thicker than the GT's Living Foods. This is what your bottle looks like of the Pink Lady Apple Health-ade kombucha. It has a cool little nautical sailor theme to it for some reason. Over here we have the nutrition facts, if this picks up. I think it is right there. So you can read that for yourself if you're interested. Now it looks like it's no longer picking up. And finally, here is the infographic that's on every beverage nowadays. If you're able to read that, it has a cool little character of a happy apple. I'm going to be a happy apple after drinking this healthy kombucha. So that's everything that I have to say about the Health-ade company. Again, these drinks are usually more acidic than the GT's Living Foods. They go for more of a bitter, tart tasting kombucha as opposed to GT's where it's kind of just sugary. And I honestly think that these drinks have less kombucha bacteria in it. I'm not positive of that, so I'm not going to say for a fact they do, but I'm going to open this up and give this a review, judge it based on its taste, not the amount of bacteria in it. I mean, if this was anything else, you would want less bacteria, but let's open this up. So I'm going to pour this right now. I tried to talk into the kombucha for some reason. I'm going to pour this. Let's see how the acidity of this sounds on microphone. I only spilled a little bit of it. That's not too bad. So with kombuchas, there's usually naturally occurring alcohol in it. And this does smell a lot like a apple cider, an alcoholic apple cider. Without even smelling it, this tastes like, or this smells like 1911, which is the heirloom alcoholic ciders type of a beverage. And I've reviewed a lot of beverages by heirloom, so to have a callback to 1911, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's probably just a New York thing. I don't think anybody else outside New York knows what 1911 is, but I don't really drink ciders. I guess you could say Red's Apple Ale is a popular one, and Angry Orchard, but I want to stick with the New York roots. I'm going to go with 1911, even though Red's and the other one, Angry Orchard, are probably just more useful to reference. But let's see how this is. How does this smell? How does this hit the nose? Again, I would just say this smells a lot like an alcoholic cider. It smells pretty good. I don't see anything floating in this at the bottom of it. It just looks like an apple cider beverage. It does have a bit of carbonation that you can see. So let's see how this sits on the mouth feel. Is this going to be as sour as I remember it being? Or will this be sweeter? Well, let's find out. It is a very acidic tasting kombucha beverage, and I know it tastes like that. I drink a lot of kombucha. I know the difference of the GTs and the Health-ade, but it is interesting that with an apple cider tasting kombucha, it still tastes so acidic. With the ginger lemon and with the cayenne cleanse, you kind of expect it, but honestly, I would still say that this is one of the more drinkable kombuchas for people that are afraid of putting in bacteria in their body. But honestly, the fact that the bottle itself is a darker color as opposed to a clear color, you don't really have to see that stuff that's floating at the bottom. And honestly, even when I pour it, you don't really see that. That might just be like a GT's type thing to show off how much bacteria there is in it. But yeah, I mean, this tastes like something that somebody who's not allowed to drink alcohol anymore would use as a replacement for alcoholic ciders. You know, how there's people drinking sparkling water to prevent themselves from drinking beer. I feel like this is a good replacement for cider alcoholics. And this does taste pretty good, I'm not going to lie. Let me give this one more taste. On the mouthfeel, it is very acidic. But in terms of flavor, it just tastes like a cider to me. It's a very good tasting cider. Let's actually drink this quickly. It is different than drinking your normal seltzer. If I were to drink an alcoholic cider, or at least the sweet ones like Red's Apple Ale, there's enough sugar in it that you can kind of ignore the fact that the process of making it makes it bitter. But, you know, this is just a very bitter beverage that would make it kind of difficult to just pound this. It does taste very good, and it does taste like a good, tasty apple drink, but this is something that you would want to sip on. This is kind of more in lines of drinking a ginger beer or something like that, where you're not just going to like drink it and then think of how tasty it was, like drinking a Code Red or something like that. Let's give this one more sip and I'll give my final thoughts. The more that I drink it, the less acidity there is, the longer that I wait on this. Honestly, this is a very good, tasty kombucha. If you are interested in picking this up, I recommend going to Aldi, where you can pick up a bottle of this for like $2.70, where if you were to buy GTs or something like that, it would be like $3.50. Usually you can get 3 different flavors at Aldi. You can either get this flavor, you can get the pomegranate flavor. If you're lucky, you can get that lemon ginger flavor. They used to always be sold at Walmart until they stopped selling it. But this is a very tasty beginner kombucha. I'm more interested in their acidic ginger and their acidic cayenne flavors. But honestly, it tastes pretty good. I mean, it's not incredibly sweet. If you're going to want a sweet apple type kombucha, I would recommend GT's Living Foods. But if you're interested in more of a like sour tasting beverage, this kind of has a little bit of apple cider vinegar taste to it, which I don't remember if that was one of the ingredients, but I mean, if they're going for gut bacteria and stuff like that, that would have been a good add-on to this. So what will I be giving the Health-ade Kombucha Pink Lady flavor? I think I'll give this a nice 7.5 out of 10. I don't think that this is my favorite flavor, but if I were to have to pick between this, the pomegranate, or one of the weird other flavors that aren't the ginger flavors, this is the only one that I really think that tastes pretty good, and this is the first kombucha that I've had. I just think that GT's usually does better with the sweet flavors, and I think that Health-ade going with a more acidic taste would lend itself more to something that's not a sweet fruit, because, I mean, they just make it taste acidic. So that's everything that I have to say about the Health-ade Pink Lady Kombucha. What do you think about this drink? Please let me know in the comments. Please tell me how wrong I am. I've been the Fancy Sipper. Thank you so much for watching this video, and cheers. Clink.